Okay, here we go. We talked about last week in this subject of raising godly children in an ungodly world, and we asked, what is your family known for? And we went back and looked in the scriptures about this man, how that his Stephanus, that the Bible says his family was known for being the first fruits of Achaia. In other words, everybody knew this is the family that got saved, known for their obvious conversion. We won't cover that again. Go back and watch it last week. But now, what else was this man's family known for? Because the Bible tells us, Paul said, take note about this guy's house. He says, you know his house. You know his house was converted. Secondly, known for their obvious devotion for God and others. They were known for the devotion to God and for others. Listen, it's so important for us to understand that do the school teachers of your children know that your children have a devotion to God and to other people? And do people know we have that? Our families should be known for their obvious devotion to God and to others. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 15, is that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints. They addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints. There should be something inside. Addiction means I got to do it. I got to help people. I want my kids and I to be known that we help people all the time, not periodically, but it's a lifestyle. They were known for an obvious devotion to God and others. Verse 16, 17 says that you submit yourselves unto such, and to everyone that helpeth us and laboreth. And he said, I'm glad of the coming of Stephanus and Fortunatus and Achaicus, for that which was lacking on your part they have supplied. In other words, these guys were great examples, and they had a great example of a family. Listen, our Christianity is proven by a major flow of love and care out of our lives to other people. People should see that there's a flow out of our kids and out of our family, out of my church, a care for the lives of other people. I love what the Bible says here. It's convicting. The Bible says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them from one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on the right hand, and the goats on the left. And then shall the king say unto them on the right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Follow, for I was a hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. This is what our family should be known for. Obvious devotion to God and others. He says, I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Wow, wow, wow. Do you see the activity of a family here? What a family should be doing? He says, and then shall the righteous answer say, look, Lord, when saw we thee hungry? And when did we see you? When did we feed you? Thirsty and gave you drink? And when did we see you as a stranger and took you in, and naked and clothed you? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you've done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. Think about that. You've done it unto me. Folks, listen to me carefully. This is so very important here. I was recently in a church where some teenagers standing at the door of the church, and one of the elderly ladies, poor lady, came into the church, and the teenager put his arm out and took her arm, put it in his, and he walked this elderly lady to her pew. Where do you want to sit? I watched him. He carried her purse for her. He set her down. Teenager. In other words, he was exploding with his compassion for the ministry to the saints. I loved it. I went to him. I said, that was so incredible. I so hardly ever see these things. The flow towards others should be constantly coming out of our family. What is your family known for? Do your children scream and fight one another? Are they yielding to one another? Are they being a blessing to one another? And look here, I'm guarantee you, if your children aren't being a blessing to each other and a blessing to you, I guarantee you they're not being a blessing at church to other people. And that's what they should be. Your children should be known for this. They should be servants, attentive children who are 17, 19, 21 years of age, 15, 16, And you know what? Their phones, they don't let the phone get in between them loving other people. Oh my goodness, I could talk all day. So genuine ministry to saints in church should be something that flows and bleeds out of your family. What is your family known for? We'll take that third one up next week.
Such a need in our world that we are raising our children to love God, to love others. So what we want you to do is share this, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you're watching on YouTube, and we hope that this will be a blessing to you in the upcoming weeks.